Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back. How are you all doing? I hope everybody is well. How is your week going? Mine has been pretty okay. I'm filming this a little earlier because I've got that much stuff going on. I say that, but I can't find the time, especially when you have the children at home. It just gets very, very hectic. So we did go bowling, by the way. Oh my gosh, I've not been bowling in 3 years, I think it's been. And we had a lot of fun. It was amazing. It was really, really good. So the kids had a lot of fun. We paid for 2 games, and I think when I calculated it, one game works out, I think it's £6 for a child and £7.50 for an adult, roughly along them lines. But we paid for 2 games to begin with, and I paid for 2 adults, 3 children, and it cost me £70. £70 on a day out, and then we ended up going to get some pizza and slush and ice cream. I think that cost me £30, £25. Gosh, I can't even talk, sorry guys. A little disclaimer, I filmed this video, got halfway and I switched it off. I went in and grabbed some breakfast. Still can't talk, even after having breakfast. Come on girl, get with it. Anywho, went bowling and ended up chipping. My nail dropped off, that's just, I'm sorry, that's disgusting, but yeah, it hurts, it's painful. But as I was throwing the ball, I think because it was in one of the holes, and when I threw it, it was one of the heavier balls, and it just ripped my whole nail off. I was in the lead, guys, and then because of this, I came second. I still came second, that's impressive. Anywho, we are here to count up our money, show me the money. However, ignore my last videos. What was I thinking? Ignore my last video. I'm so glad that Budget Lux is on holiday and I did not go spending like crazy because I wanted lots of different categories. And I've stripped everything back to basics. If you have been following me for a while, you will know from my previous videos, I have done the rollover method, but I had a lot of money sitting in my cash envelopes and I was able to fully fund my emergency fund and my car maintenance fund. Well, my car fund, car maintenance fund it was. And it's because I was focusing on 2 envelopes and I was letting the rest of the money roll over and to have a lump sum at the end of it. And I've done different budgeting methods and it depends on your circumstances. So if you are new to cash stuffing and you want to start, this might be the video for you. And if you are someone who's a minimalist like me, this might be the video for you as well. But anywho, stay tuned, you'll see what it's about. So my last video, I did say I was introducing lots of categories and I changed it around. I've rechanged it again because considering I had no money in any envelope, they were all bare, they're all empty. I find it pointless adding more categories in and then fully fund it. And I prefer to fully fund loads in a cash envelope. So anywho, I'm going to get started. I'm waffling on. So this is what I mean. I had this. This is one that I had previously, and I ended up getting lots and lots and lots of envelopes, envelopes that were like duplicates, or I had fun, and then I had I want, and then I had, I don't know, loads. I'm not going to go through the categories. I had so many in here that I probably didn't even need. And it was overwhelming me because I was only cash stuffing £5 a year, £10 a year, dribs and drabs, etc. I'm just going to grab a tissue. Sorry, guys. And yeah, I just thought there's no point until I bulk up my envelope. So this is what we're doing. We have got this one here, which is my sinking funds. And then we've got my occasions binder. Then we've got the challenges. And then we have got, so the home and car binder has gone in a sense where I'll show you what I've done. This one's my challenges. Then I've ordered another binder like this, which is for my holiday. So I've got rid of the holiday envelope because I'm going to cash stuff for my holidays in a binder like this. Then I've got my 10k. So we've got 10k challenges, holiday binder, occasions binder, and sinking funds. So I'm going to quickly go through it, and then we can get counting the money, which is wow. You are going to be surprised because there's hardly any money in here. Can't talk, guys. I've had my breakfast, so I've got no excuse. So the first one we've got is self-care. Let's see if that is in shot. Yep. Very minimalist, isn't it? I've got very minimal stuff going on my table today. That's impressive. That's the right way to go about it, isn't it? What's on my desk? So self-care, I was going to put essentials as well, toiletries and things. But I figured, guys, I'll be honest with you. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. I'm going to say it as it is. I buy shampoo in a bulk when it's on offer, 3 for £10. and I possibly buy it, what, every 2 months, every 3 months. Not that we don't wash our hair, guys. Trust me, my girls have a bad hair day every other day, and they're constantly washing their hair. Yeah. So it's just pointless me cash stuffing. Lots more. Having another envelope. Oh gosh, my neighbours are doing work. Okay, anyway, sorry if you can hear that. So I thought there's no point having an extra envelope. I'm going to get rid of it. I will still cash stuff for my toiletries, but I'll put it in self-care. So for example, I'll end up bulking this up. Imagine I put in £25 a month in here and £10 in essentials. I'll just bring that in here. So I'll cash stuff £35 in here, if that makes sense. And then it'll bulk up. So like I said, I'm stripping it back to basics and keeping it minimal. So self-care is to do with everything regarding our care: waxing, threading, haircuts, toiletries, shampoo, etc. You get the gist. And then we've got pretty things, which was makeup and perfume. But I have actually spent everything from here, bought my makeup, and I have a habit where I use the Charlotte Tilbury CC cream. I'm currently on 1 bottle, and I have another bottle spare in my vanity. So there's no point me, like, so basically what I'm trying to say is I've put skincare in here, and I've put my makeup stuff in here as well. There's no point having a separate envelope for skincare, because it all counts towards the same thing: makeup, perfume, skincare, etc. It's all going to come out from here. So if I'm going to put £20 in pretty things and £20 in skincare, I'd rather bung that whole £40 in here. And that'll help me, it'll motivate me, because I'll see the money grow faster. And you know I'm all about fast money. I'm about bulking up my envelopes. Once they're completely bulked up, then I can think about changing up my categories. No point doing it now, because my envelopes are like empty. That's empty. So then health is self-explanatory. It's the same thing. It's got my dental, prescriptions, etc. and all that. Clothes is self-explanatory. Home, right, this one has taken a detour. It's come back. It's back in with its family here in this binder where it belongs, because I split this up in home maintenance, home makeover, home renovation, appliances, garden. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm putting everything in one, because I figured if I use this tracker here, this one's from Cash But Cute, and each castle is going to be £20. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 2, 3, 4. That's £400 each time. So once I get to 400, I'm going to tick it off, and there's 10 boxes. You get to £4,000. Trust me, if I can get to £4,000, honestly, I'll give myself a medal before even withdrawing it out. But he is hoping for the best, right? He is hoping for the best. You guys are going to keep me accountable. We're going to get to that £4,000. We are going to do it. And then at least what I can do, okay, even if I get to like 1,000, once I get to 1,000, I can put that in my Monzo pot, and I can split it. So I can say, right, £500 is going in my home maintenance, and then I'll carry on cash stuffing, and then say put 500 in appliances. So that 1,000 is gone. I can still carry on cash stuffing, and then I can say, right, I've got another 1,000 now. That can go in my garden. Carrying cash stuffing, I'm up to my last 2,000 now. That can go in my home renovation. That's the way I want to do it. It makes sense to me, and by December I'm going to go and revisit my goals and my budget and see how we're getting on. So everything to do with my home is going in here, because garden is part of my home as well. And I don't want to put dribs and drabs. Like I was going to put, let's see, I was going to put, say for example, I was going to do £40. No, I was going to do £10 in just normal home furnishing and stuff. £40, is that even in shot? No, it's not. Get with it, girl. £40 in, I don't know. Oh, that's distracting me. That is distracting me. I'm so sorry, guys. £40 in home renovation, £40 in maintenance, £40 in garden, and £20, and we'll call that 100, say 100 and £130. Rather than splitting that £130 with £20 a year, £40 a year, £10 there, I'll bung that whole 100, what did I say, 130 in here. Imagine that. And then each time it builds up, and it builds up faster, and it helps me to motivate. Helps me to motivate? What? I'm telling you, I am not with it. That noise is distracting me. Oh, my OCD brain. So anywho, everything to do with home is going in there. So then we move on to car. Now this works in my favour, because I can bung everything in one. This might not work for everyone, because... Sorry, just checking if that's in shot. This might not work for everyone, because, say for example, if I was to buy a car right now, and my road tax was due in October and say my service was due in March, I'd have a different envelope because I'd have one for my road tax and one for my car insurance. I mean, for my service and MLT. And then say my insurance wouldn't change because I'd probably just get them to switch it over. So my insurance is due in June. Then I'd have different categories. I'd have different envelopes, but it doesn't make sense for me to have different envelopes now because everything is due in June. So my road tax is due in June. My MLT, my service, my car insurance, everything is due in. I don't know how that worked out, to be honest with you. I don't know how that happened. But everything is due in June. So June is like a very, very expensive month for me, and everything just comes out then. So I figured I'm going to put it in one envelope. And then I'll put my car maintenance. Now, most people have a separate one for the car maintenance. If anything goes wrong with the car, they can pull that money out. But I'm not doing that because at least if I have, say if I'm going to put £150, that's my target, to put £150 a month in my car insurance, MOT, etc., and then put £50 in maintenance, I'll bung the whole 200 in there, and then at least I can see it build. So if anything happens with the car, I can pull out that money and I don't need to worry about my insurance. Because I remember Tori's cash envelopes mentioned this, and she said that this is really important. If you've got maintenance money, if you've got that money in there, you can pull it out, because at least with your road tax you can pay direct debit. It's not the route to go. It's not the route that I would recommend. I don't like that. I 2 years I have just been paying it, like, you know, fully, but at least the option is there to pay your road tax and your car insurance monthly through direct debit. At least the option is there. So yeah, I want to put everything in one. So this is everything to do with my car. This is everything to do with school. So school uniform, shoes, activities and trips. Everything related to school is going to go in one. I'm not going to split it up. Again, like I said, it's putting dribs and drabs. One thing, like if I'm going to save for school uniform, I do not need to buy their uniform till next July, August. So that can get bulked up in the background. But if I need to pull money out for like their trips and activities, I can take it out and still carry on building it, if that makes sense. And then family fund is anything to do with our treats, weekend treats, days out, etc. That's what that is. And then we've got school holidays. I was thinking of splitting this up. So summer holidays has a bulk of my money, and I figured I would have another one for summer holidays, but I thought no, I'm putting everything in one. This is all to do with our school holidays. So half-term holidays, summer holidays, etc. It's going in one because, yeah, it's empty. Obviously, we've used it, so it's empty. Then we've got activities. This is generally, I give up. This is our general activities out of school. So like swimming, boxing. My little one wants to go for ballet. She actually needs singing lessons as well. I'm not being rude, I'm not. She could do with some singing lessons. Anywho, so that's for like extra activities. And then rainy day. So rainy day, guys, this is a really good one. I love talking about this because a lot of people who have separate categories, and that's absolutely fine as well. If I had a bulk of money, I'd do the exact same thing. So that could be your buffer, mini emergency, any envelope needs topping up, pull it out of rainy day. I remember putting an envelope in here that said miscellaneous, and I said if I want a week off work, or my husband wants a week off, or even a month off work, we should have that money there. Build it up, have that money there. So if we need time off work, Bob's your uncle. Actually, Bob's my neighbour. But yeah, I do have a neighbour called Bob. But yeah, you know, it's just there and you can do it. But then rainy day works the same. It's the same purpose. I had £1,000 in there, and I remember putting £500 towards buying stuff for the home. And you can put £500 in maintenance, and then you can restart it again. So this is really, really good. It's a catch-all for everything, and I absolutely love it. And I don't see the point of me adding more envelopes in for buffer, miscellaneous, etc. because this acts as the same thing, and I can bulk it up much more rather than having £10 in here, 20 in another, and 10 in another. I hope that makes sense, guys. So yeah, I do. This is just so minimal. Let me see if that's in shot, and I'm still like, I'm not waffling away. On my days, my phone is recording the wrong way. I'm gonna have to sort that out. I hope this isn't wrong. Oh, never mind. So we've got everything to do with our self-care, everything to do with makeup and skincare, everything to do with our dental, health, clothes, everything to do with my home, whether it's maintenance, any breakage, leakage, appliances, garden, Basically anything to do with my home goes in there. Everything to do with my car goes in there. Everything to do with going back to school, all their activities, anything that they need goes in there. Anything for their school related things. All our fun goes in here. It's to have fun with. Everything to do with our school holidays, including summer holidays, any activities, anything that we think of that we need to do comes out of there. All our activities, and then any little mini emergencies or things that we haven't thought about. This is really stripping it back to basics, guys. It really is. So, oh God, come out. So I've ordered another dashboard, by the way. Yeah, so I didn't go mad spending on Etsy, but I put this back in here. This is from Save More, Live More. I love this. So then the next one we move on to is our occasions binder. Now, I have ordered a pink dashboard matching to this, which should be here soon. And then nothing's changed in here. I've kept this the same. So gifts is for any other gifts that I need to get for anybody else, like, I don't know, baby showers, graduation, birthdays, etc. That's for my birthday. This is going to be cash stuffed. I mean, with the exception of this is going to be cash stuffed every week. So is this, that's for my birthday. And then these are rollover ones. So we are currently working on Ramadan. Once this is fully funded, I will move on to Eid. Once that is fully funded, I'll move on to Mum and Dad, and you get the gist. This is all for next year, by the way. So we're using the rollover method, snowball method, as you call it. These two are fully funded, and these two are for this year, which is why I've kept them at the back. So that's my occasions. And I remember I started off ages ago. When I first started off, I started off with one binder, and it said birthdays. That is it. And look how I've expanded. And that's what I mean about having the one envelope for that one thing with multiple things. So for example, I had a birthday envelope for all these, and then, not all these, like I had an events one, but birthdays, and then I've split all the birthdays up now. So, and I've succeeded, and I've kept that going. So I want to redo that again. And then we have our challenges. So again, you'll recognise it. I've gone back to how I had it before. So any money that's left over at the end of the week goes into rock, paper, scissors, knockout 9. These two poor challenges don't even get a chance after knockout 9. They don't stand a chance. Split, splat, splot, and roll and match. So I'm trying to work my way through these challenges. And I don't want to overwhelm myself with loads of challenges. My budget won't allow it, so I won't do it. This is a new one. This is for my debt. I do have money to pay on my creation account. So I'm going to pay that off, and then I've got family debt as well, which I'm just going to cash stuff it in here. This is going to get cash stuffed every week. And then the new one here, which I hadn't thought about, which comes like once in a lifetime kind of thing, which is my daughter's prom. I was like, hang on a minute, I'm sure next year you have your prom. She's like, yeah, I do. And I was like, oh, I need to save. No point me getting another envelope or anything that says prom, because when am I going to use it again? I'll probably use it on my other daughter's turn, but that's going to be like in years. So one of them I've got prom, and the other one has got her residential trip, which, my goodness, that's quite expensive. My first child went and I paid £30. My second child went, I paid like 60, maybe £70. It's gone to like £110 now. So she's going away for a week, but this will be next year, and I'm going to need money for that. So I figured I'll just use it as a challenge and save up for her prom and residential. And then obviously, once I've done it, I can get rid of that. And then I've got my month ahead as well. And that is it. Very, very basic. So, and then I'm going to get another, I've got another binder coming through for my holidays. So it's got all the, like, you know, the flights, and then you've got your clothing and all that. Because I've been looking at Iris budgets, and I keep missing out on it. So when I do eventually get it, I'll use it. But in the meantime, I needed something, so I've ordered a binder. And then I've got my 10k binder. So yeah, I've got my 10k binder, I've got challenges, occasions, and sinking funds. And that is how we are going to roll. Now, I was watching a video, Aya Plans, she's called. I'll link it. Amazing. She's got so many binders. She's got like 10 envelopes in each category, and she has got multiple categories that we would not even think about. And I'm buzzing with excitement because I'm thinking once I start to fully fund these, I'm going to branch out into different categories, and I'll do it then. There's no point doing it now. So yeah, I mean, if you're starting out, honestly, the first time, if you see my first video, the first thing I ever did was buy one binder, and that was from Amazon. It came with the envelopes. I got the little sticky things from, you can actually get them with it now, but I got mine from the works. And I only had one binder, and everything was very, very basic, just like this one. And I just started cash stuffing in that, and the more the money bulked up, the more I started introducing more categories, if that makes sense. So yeah, don't overwhelm yourself with getting lots of trackers and lots of binders and things, and yeah, just don't, honestly, because I did not start off like that. Nobody starts off like that. So I'm going to get counting my money, and this is going to be a bit this is going to be funny because it's empty, but let's see. So I'm just going to use a paper because there's no point me using a book for what, 2 envelopes. So in here, let's check to see if I'm still recording. Yes, I am. Okay, so self-care. Let's see what we've got. In here, we have got 10, 15. Why are you going all over the place? It's because I've got no nail. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75 pounds, which is not bad. So I've got 75 pounds in self-care. Let's see how many envelopes I actually have that are not empty. Like, honestly, this is such a joke. I don't know how it's got to this stage. I remember having every single envelope with money, but I think I've just been spending. Let's put that over here. And then the only other envelope that has got money is my car, which has got 100, and then 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And that is it, guys. Nothing else has money in it. And that's a joke. So I'm just going to put car. Did I say 150? Yeah, 150. That is all for this binder. Should we total that up? Nah, let's just do it together. Or should I just... no. Right, occasions. Let's see. In gifts, we have got... Let's see. 10, 20, 25, 30, 35 pounds. So 35 pounds in gifts. I don't think anything else... Oh, we have... Okay, let me just start writing it out before I start to forget. And I didn't pre-fill this out because I thought I don't have that many categories anyway. Gifts has got £35. Ramadan has got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Oh, I'm right, it was short. 100. And I don't think it's just the end ones that I've got money in. So let's count it because it shows I've got some money at least. I do have money, guys, I do. 20, 40, 60, 81. No, 80, 91. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 92, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 300. So we've got £300 in there. This is for this year. That is fully funded. So yeah, that's looking okay, isn't it? I have some money, finally. And then in celebrations, we have got 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 92, 10, 20, 30, 40, 240. So these two are fully funded for this year, and then we will start the ones at the front from, I mean, we've already started it, haven't we? What am I on about? What? So I'm going to do celebrations. What did we say? £240. What have we got next? Challenges. So in challenges, I think the only ones that have got anything is Knockout 9 has, Rock, Paper, Scissors has 15. And Knockout 9, all this £6, by the way, I still remember. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So that's £40 altogether. We've got nothing else in this. It's a bit sad, isn't it? Challenges. £40. And that's because I had, do you remember I had to use for my challenges because my car messed up Right, now I do have money in my Monzo, so I'm just going to put that here because I'll put screenshots in. I've still got, school has still got £50. I have our family fun for summer holidays. That still has 390 and a couple of pounds, I think, £390. And then I've got a 40th birthday coming up, and that has got £100 in it. And then I've got my daughter's martial arts, which has got £70 in it. And then I have my hobby one, which is cakes. I mean, as if you hadn't figured that out already, which has got £80 in it. So I'm going to quickly total this up. So we've got 75 plus 150 plus 35 plus 400 plus 240 plus 40 plus 50, 390, 100, 70, 80 is £1,630. But then I've got my 10k, and this is where the main amount is. I know it's not that I've been stingy on my cash envelopes. If you've been following my previous videos, I have been cash stuffing. So I've got 9,000 in there currently. So £9,000 in there. So yeah, I have had money in my cash envelopes, guys. Go back and see my previous videos. I do. It's just I've spent it. So 10k has 9k. 10k has 9k. What? And then I'm just going to do this on the calculator because that's so satisfying. What is it? Oh, what? Okay, so I think that the bulk of it has come from the 10k, but 10630. Okay, I'm happy with that, considering I've got nothing in my envelopes. Like, I've only got a few envelopes. I'm going to revisit this again in December and see what I've cash stuffed, what I've got, because that'll be interesting to see. I mean, I know this method is going to work because I've done it before, so it's not something that I'm trialing out again and then I'm going to be like, oh, why did I do that? It's not going to be that. Like I said, I've done it before, it's worked, so I'm stripping everything back to basics, and this is all you need, guys. Honestly, you just need a piece of paper, a pen, one binder. Get your envelopes in that you think are important. So that'll be things like your self-care, home, car, school, if you've got kids, holiday, Christmas, birthday, any events, occasions. That's it. You don't need to have separate envelopes for anything if you're starting off. You can if you want, but I think this would be better because you can. I mean, I'm not a financial advisor. Please don't go off mine as recommendations, and that's what you need to do. It's just what has been working for me, and I've changed my budget quite a bit along the way. But I'm glad I did, because I wouldn't have got to like 9 in my 10k. And the rest of them is to be spent anyway. It's not like that's savings, so I'm not really mad about it, because, you know, these things build up. I mean, my car was paid off anyway, and then I had car issues, so a lot of that had been wiped out. And then I did have more money, and then I had my daughter's 21st, so a bulk of that money went there. I had 1,500 in family fun. That's completely gone as well. Then I had summer babies. I had their birthday. That's gone as well. I'm trying to think at the top of my head what else has gone. So I spent on makeup as well. And then I had my dental problem as well, when I had a chip in my tooth. Had to pay out for that as well. So I've had mini emergencies as well. So, and also, don't forget, I went to IKEA and I spent nearly, what, £300-400 there as well. So yeah, a bulk of it has actually gone, but that was, I had that money there. The main thing is I had all that money there. If it's dwindled down, it's absolutely fine. I'm still happy with that, because we are restarting it again in September, and I'm bouncing back, and you guys are keeping me accountable, and I appreciate that. So yeah, I'm going to quit waffling on. I'm going to go now, because this is the second time I'm recording it, and I don't know how it's going to be like. I did not have my breakfast then, and I was all over the place. Had my breakfast, and I'm still all over the place. But anywho, I'm going to go now. As usual, stay safe, be kind, be positive. If you've got any questions, do put them in the comments below. Until next time, I will see you for more of the same then. But yeah, anywho, any questions, do let me know, and I'll see you next time. Bye.